Welcome to DC On Screen, a podcast about the upcoming DC Comics properties being brought to film and television. I am your host, David C. Robertson, and this is my co-host, Jason.
Hello.
All right, guys, we are going to do some news for this episode, and we are going to start off on Batman Bad Blood. They have released a cast for Batman Bad Blood, which is an animated feature coming out in 2016. Yvonne Strahovski of Chuck and Dexter fame will be playing Batwoman, while Gaius Charles from Friday Night Lights and Grey's Anatomy will be playing Batwing, or they're calling him Luke Fox. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if this version is this. I don't think the comic book version is related to Lucius Fox, who's actually being played by Ernie Hudson here. Yeah, it's
okay.
Apparently,
I'm downright curious.
Apparently, it's going to follow Son of Batman and Batman versus Robin, with Jason O'Mara coming back as Batman, Stuart Allen as Robin, and Sean Mayer from Firefly as Nightwing, and Marina Baccarin as Talia al Ghul.
Well, let's stick inside our own universe here. Sean Mayer, also known as what was his name? Shrapnel, I think, in Arrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's headless now.
All right, so the Lego Batman movie. What?
Weird Al, by the way, popping up in Bad Blood.
Oh, nice.
The doll maker. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
a little bit of Kevin Conroy too.
Thomas
Wayne.
I saw like a quick rundown of the characters on the CW's Supergirl. I mean, sorry, the CBS's Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize that
you're going to probably keep making that mistake. The CW.
Yeah, I will. I didn't realize that her little friend Winslow Schott. I didn't realize that was Winslow Schott.
Like her best friend?
Yeah, like that's funny. That's funny. Oh man, Toy Man.
Hey.
All right, Michael Cera has been cast as Robin in the Lego Batman movie.
Sounds great, actually.
It really does. It really does. If you got Will Arnett as Batman, that's kind of perfect.
Oh yeah.
I am looking forward to February 10th, 2017, for that is when it shall be released.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Those games have been fun, too.
That's what I hear.
I mean, they're kind of, I'll be honest, they're a little bit tedious to actually play because you have to run around collecting Legos and it gets tiresome, but they're funny. They're really funny games. Completely worth it.
All right. I don't know if you've heard this, Jason, but MTV was talking to Ezra Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked if he was avoiding the Flash television series. And he says, I'm not avoiding it at all. I think it's awesome. And come on, we're the Flash. It's parallel universes. Grant Gustin is the Flash, and I'm the Flash. Don't you see? It's the event horizon. We crossed it, baby. Grant and I are chilling. We're going to have a race. It's going to be dope, like Jay Garrick and Barry Allen back in the day.
That is freaking amazing.
Right?
I just went from 0% to 100% endorsing Ezra Miller.
I did too.
At least he knows the setup. Man knows the score. Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
He's gonna be fine. He actually, when you looked at him and took away that little Bieber haircut and everything, he looks like he might be able to. I think his face is the right shape. Again, it was really hard to tell under all that emo, but
yeah.
Hey, I think we'll be okay.
I don't know.
He'll look the part when it's all said and done.
The interview I saw, he had a Russell Brand thing going, but I think he'll be all right.
I feel a lot better about it now.
Yeah, like he's just casually dropping Jay Garrick's name no, okay, that's fine. We're good here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Respect.
they've released a new Batman vs Superman trailer. It's not really new. It's got like I've heard it has like an extra second of Wonder Woman in it, but I'll be damned if I can find that, man. They've basically just cut it down. They've cut it down from the Comic-Con trailer to a 2-minute and 30-second trailer that would be good for theaters.
Okay.
Not really seeing.
I mean, I've seen the long version now, and you know,
Yeah.
I've already got my money set aside, so
Right?
I don't need any more trailers, really.
All right, we're gonna blow through some Arrow news here. We know that
Shoot right through it.
we know that Katie Lotz' character Sarah Lance will be resurrected.
Mm-hmm.
But Katie Lotz has said that her dip in ye old Lazarus pit will be on Arrow in season 4, and she'll also have some stuff to do in season 4. I don't think we covered that.
Yeah. You know, I guess I should have. I guess that really. She had to show up on some show. I think they were gonna, because we know they're gonna be using the first half of Flash and Arrow to set up Legend of Tomorrow, and then after that, the stories are just gonna continue separately. But the first half of this is all one big setup, which I'm excited even saying that sentence out loud. That sounds great.
Yeah, it does.
It is gonna be good, but yeah, she had to show up somewhere, and it wasn't like she was just gonna pop in the pit, wave off screen, and we not see her again until, April 16 somewhere.
Right. No, last week...
I knew she was going to show up, but we'll see.
Well, sure. The producers of Arrow last week announced at SDCC that they would be bringing in Mr. Terrific and Anarky. We reported on that. This week, reports are coming down that they have cast both roles. Mr. Terrific will be played by Echo Kellum, most notably of the TV series Ben and Kate and Sean Saves the World, both series that have been canceled, by the way. Though I looked through his IMDb, and it appears that we know him as 3 separate voices on Rick and Morty. He was Brad.
He's on Rick and Morty. You already have my heart. I'm good. I'm taken care of.
He was Brad, Jessica's boyfriend. Her douchebag boyfriend who winds up falling in love with Morty and Rick Potion number 9.
Of course.
He was also Jacob in Anatomy Park and the first mate in Rixie Business. He was also in an episode of American Dad.
Yeah, once you get into the voice acting community, you just sort of end up everywhere.
Yeah, and I got mad respect for those folks. So
yeah,
this is exciting.
Once they've decided they like your voice, you're good for certain things.
No, and I saw a picture of the cat, man. He's got like a crazy fro. I hope they let him keep it as Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll carve the fro into the shape of a big T.
That would be a cool alternative to the face paint. Alexander,
like just kind of a giant mohawk with wings, essentially.
Yeah, Alexander Calvert will be playing Anarky in the second episode of the season as a deranged freelancing criminal who is willing to do whatever it takes to impress a potential employer, which seems sort of weird for Anarky, but whatever. This kid's best known for his appearances in Lost Boys, The Tribe, and the TV series The Returned. I've never seen him.
No, nothing. Got nothing. Now, at least that'll be a take I've never seen on Anarky. And just putting on a show.
Yeah, they might actually have the same qualm you do, that you've never been interested in Anarky.
Right, so maybe they're trying to do something. Hey, it's got as good a shot as anything else. It has a better shot, really, than being interesting than just some dude who actually thinks anarchism is the way to go.
Yeah. Now, here's what I consider the big Arrow news. This is one of those moments where it's like, oh, yay! Oh, damn. Wendy Miracle, co-showrunner of Arrow, said that they really want to do Constantine. They really want to bring Constantine over into Arrow. She says, we really want to do it. It's something we've been talking to DC about, and it's just a question of some political things, but also the actor's schedule. We're trying to work it out, but we don't know 100% if it's going to happen. But we're really optimistic, and we would love to have him. Stephen Amell said, fingers crossed. Looks like they're really actually trying to gear up a Constantine crossover and, to some degree, continuation.
That would make me so happy.
I'll have to go back and watch those episodes now.
I know. I knew that was going to be your qualm. But it's not the worst 9 episodes you're ever going to watch or something.
I know. It's just...
I mean, take some of the time that you would go back and watch, like, Married with Children the 4th time and just watch this instead.
Actually, I'm currently rewatching The X-Files in preparation for the 6-episode season coming up.
That is a lot of X-filing to do for 6 episodes.
Well, they came out with that whole thing that was like 201 days until the new X-Files. That's 201 episodes, 1 episode a day. And they sold me on it, man.
You've heard you need to eat greens your entire life, every day for your entire life. Every marketing campaign that has ever been put together by the government has told you to eat more vegetables. Posh. You couldn't be bothered. But no, the X-Files producers tweet one thing, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's absolutely a great idea.
I don't know, man. Something about the marketing appealed to me. All right. We're We're gonna jump over to some Flash news. We were somewhat remiss. We didn't.
We were very remiss.
We didn't talk about the Zoom is Coming trailer for season 2. Now the trailer itself looks like it is standard Flash running through the city footage, but they've
Not even standard. It's the same.
Yeah, I mean,
as multiple people have pointed out, it is recycled footage.
It is, but they've reconfigured the effects there, and it's all blue. So they got blue lightning instead of yellow. That's something.
Hey, look great.
Yeah. Now, through the trailer, though, we have what mostly sounds like new dialogue. We can hear Caitlin saying, "I can't do this anymore, Cisco." Will saying, "There's something worse than him." Sound clip of Jay Garrick saying, "My name is Jay Garrick, and your world is in danger." Barry saying he screwed up. He should have saved his mom. Stuff like that. And then
just Tom Cavanaugh being there, period.
Yeah.
I still, he sounds menacing, but I don't know how that's going to work because, again, the menacing Harrison Thawne, I guess, he's gone, right? So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see who he is. I don't really care. I just want him to be there.
I think that line of him saying there's something worse than him was actually from the finale, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Now, they throw up the title card, the Flash, and then it says Zoom is coming.
Right.
And the comics, Zoom was a cat named Hunter Zolomon, who was injured in a fight with Gorilla Grodd. And he moves between seconds. His speed doesn't come from the Speed Force. So he's faster than Barry and faster than Jay Garrick. The way they've set it up, though, that blue lightning really does, to me, look like some of the energy that was coming out of that black hole. I think it's going to be Eddie.
A little bit.
I think Zoom is going to be Eddie in this show.
The only thing that would stop me from, because it would be cool, it actually would be.
Yeah.
The only thing that would stop me is that guy's never signed up for season 2.
Well, of course they're not going to announce it if he's Zoom.
I don't know. They've tried. They've tried greater lies. Mostly failed, but they've tried.
Sure. Now, Jay Garrick has been cast. I'm excited about this casting. Jay is not going to be an old man. He's going to be a young man. Teddy Sears from Masters of Sex is a show I actually watch and enjoy, and I like his performance in the show. I'm pretty interested to see his take on Jay Garrick. He's got the look.
Yeah. No, he'll be fine. Young Garrick is going to be kind of interesting.
Yeah. Man. Earth 2.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's Earth 2 or if it's time travel or...
No, they've said Earth 2. They have said Earth 2 is going to be where Jay Garrick comes from and is going to be...
They have definitively said? Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
They have said Earth 2 is where we're going to be getting a lot of these new villains and stuff.
Yeah. But they've gotten a lot of possibilities now for villains and for introductions in this universe in general. Like, we've got... particle accelerator explosion, right? That's been on the table the whole time. Now we've got Earth 2.
Yeah.
We're going to have Rip Hunters, so just plain old-fashioned time travel.
Yep.
Earth 1 time travel, I suppose.
Yeah.
There's whatever the hell Deathbolt did. And then apparently amulets. So
Amulet.
it's going to get interesting.
Now they've also announced, and there are set pictures if anyone is interested in going and checking those out. They're everywhere. Adam Copeland, also previously known as the WWE's Edge, as Atom Smasher. And this is what they're saying. One of the most powerful enemies we encounter this season, Atom Smasher, has come to Central City to kill the Flash. His incredible strength and ability to grow to enormous size makes him more than a match for Flash, and the entire Star Labs team will have to come together and find a way to defeat him. Atom Smasher is a hero in the comics, and he was a member of the JSA. So
apparently he had a dark time somewhere there for a little while, but I guess they're going to focus on that instead of...
I kind of think he's going to be from Earth 2.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't Atom Smasher be from the same universe that Jay Garrick is?
Well, we don't know exactly how everybody's getting in. All we know is that he's running up towards the black hole, and, we don't know exactly the mechanism they're going to use for it being Earth 2.
We don't.
Is it going to just be that the sky explodes and a bunch of people fall out of it, and then we figure out what happens when they scuttle away?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out, though.
I don't know.
They've also
Every time there's a lightning storm, we get a new villain.
that would be kind of cool.
That's actually been done before, sadly enough.
What?
Actually, as you said that, I realized that's actually Misfits. That's a British show called Misfits. That's pretty much what they did. It was a fascinatingly bad show.
Wow. Okay. I think I've seen some of that.
I say bad. It was compelling.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you showed me that.
I did. I forced you to watch some of it. I needed guidance. I needed an adult.
They've
tell me if this was if this was me going crazy or if this was actually good television.
Yeah, that was your that was a lapse in sanity on your part, I think.
It's like a 5-season lapse in sanity.
I'm watching the X-Files over. Am I really the person to be asking? That's 9 seasons.
That's a good point.
And 2 movies. Am I the person to be asking?
That's a really good point.
That being said, they've also announced Michael Ironside as Louis Snart, the estranged father of Leonard and Lisa Snart, who are, of course, Captain Cold and Golden Glider.
Right.
That will do it.
By the way, with Atom Smasher, you know the most interesting part of that sentence they use, his little introduction sentence? What do they mean the Star Labs will have to come together? They're pretty together. This wasn't a completely broken team.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
they seemed like they were in okay shape.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes.
I didn't consider that. Interesting.
Oh, that's probably just going to be Act 1. Everyone's pissed at each other.
Yeah. So over in Supergirl, Maxwell Lord has been cast, and he is to be played by Twilight's Peter Fasinelli, I guess his name is.
Sure, why not? You ruined vampires. You don't get a name.
Yeah. Now, Maxwell Lord was a big deal in the comic books. He formed the Justice League International. In Countdown to Infinite Crisis, I believe he screwed with Superman's brain, and there was a bunch of... I think, doesn't Wonder Woman wind up killing him?
That's the biggest Maxwell Lord moment. That is his biggest impact on the comics, is that at some point Wonder Woman gets on the outs with the rest of the Justice League and pretty much Earth.
Because they basically simulcast her breaking his neck.
Everybody is pissed at her.
Yeah, they simulcast her breaking his neck with her lasso, right?
I forget if she was hand to hand or if she actually, I don't know how she did it, but yeah, she snapped that dude's neck and it was broadcast on international televisions. Yeah, he started. He was running Checkmate. If that was the name of the organization, right? I don't remember. Don't remember. Here on Sounds Supergirl, great. Go with it. Checkmate it is. On Supergirl, he is going to be, quote, a green tech billionaire who enjoys a friendly rivalry with Cat Grant and is fascinated by Supergirl. This sounds like... And for now, he'll enjoy a well-attached spine. Right. This sounds like it'll end in tears. This sounds like Lex Luthor in Smallville. It really does. Right. All right. That is probably their format. Yeah. I mean, they've decided, okay, Smallville worked. Could we just make it more like 4 seasons instead of 20? And actually, I would probably watch it though. If the Smallville format wasn't like the stories weren't good; it just took for fucking ever. Yeah. Now we're going to get into some stuff that may make some people want to disembowel themselves. Over on Gotham, man, I'm sad now. I'm sad now. You've prepared me to be very sad. I know. The executive producers are saying that the Joker is not one single villain. Danny Cannon says the Joker is an ideology. He's not just a single villain. We're doing the origins of an ideology. He's locked up in Arkham right now. We get to meet him again and see what he's blossomed into. Over the first episodes, we'll see how his ideology spreads. Bruno Heller says, I very rarely say this, but I'm confident that fans of the Joker and fans of that aspect of the Batman series will not feel cheated, but will feel like something's been illuminated. It's a storyline that plays out over the whole season. By the end of the season, all Joker fans will go, what a brilliant, brilliant idea. Well, damn, dude. I know, right? That's some hubris, man. Don't talk yourself up too much. That is some hubris he's sporting. What are the first 7 or 8 words out of that sentence? I don't say this much. What was that? I very rarely say this, but I'm confident that fans of the Joker and fans of that aspect of the Batman series will not feel cheated, but will feel like something's been illuminated. Okay, so more often, apparently, he says that fans of the Joker and fans of that kind of villain are not happy, and I suppose kept in more dark.
Yeah. No,
is he under the impression that he's just been rooting these villains the entire time?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on in his head. Not entirely, or at all.
But
I do like the fact that it's going to be over the whole season.
Well, sure. You know, there's something very troubling to me about this because it makes it seem like they are actually going to do like Jerome starts like a movement, and numerous people are the Joker.
Well,
there's been a lot of this though going around.
I said you liked your multiple choice. So
I know. But you know what's weird is like there's this kid on Reddit who just came up with a theory, and it makes a lot of damn sense. He came up with a theory about the BVS and Suicide Squad Joker, that he might be Dick Grayson or Jason Todd. Like, because Jason Todd took up the Red Hood mantle in the comics after he came back to life. Here, he would be taking up the Joker mantle, which is something that Frank Miller did in The Dark Knight Strikes Again or Strikes Back or whatever it was, the sequel to Dark Knight Returns.
The one we've all tried to forget.
Yeah. But the idea would be like the J tier doesn't stand for Joker, it stands for Jason. It made a lot of sense to me in a very scary way. Like, oh, don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
You can't prove it wrong.
Now, the other big thing, though, is they recently released an issue of Justice League where, this is in the comics, where Batman merges with like Metatron's chair or whatever and becomes a god.
Yeah,
and he's seeing all of this information, and he knows all these answers to the universe. And he says, what can any of this be real? And he says, what is the name of the man who killed my parents? And then it goes ping, and he goes, yes, Joe Chill. That's right. Then he pauses and says, what is the real name of the Joker? And it goes ping, and he goes, no, that's not possible. And they move on.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh,
that's it. I don't know what they're doing with it, but if they're going to do anything with it, but
they never do. They always tease the name of the Joker, and it never amounts to anything. It might as well be Napier.
No, but
it really doesn't. Snyder toyed with the idea that he was finally going to reveal it, and he didn't. End of Zero Year, some dude gets destroyed by acid in a barrel, and you never find out.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
why. Because apparently writing an origin story for the Joker that's nearly timeless is apparently fair game, but giving him a name. Ooh.
Well, DC. Well, they're calling it DCU YOU now. Their clever rebranding strategy.
It's a giant apology.
I think I'm going to need another one.
It's the equivalent of being in trouble with your girlfriend and realizing that for the next few weeks you're going to have to do whatever she wants to do.
Well, right, but this is if we're going that route, then DC is the boyfriend who apologizes by giving her the one flower she's allergic to.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Here's a puppy. I am allergic to dogs, but it's only a puppy. Not a dog yet.
But yeah, no, I guess I'm worried that they are stretching across because it's odd that they're even thinking about doing any kind of thing with the Joker because of how WB has always reacted. Like they can't have Blue Beetle on Arrow. We don't know why. They can't we can't.
I want to know why shut that down? What are you doing with that card? Why isn't it being played?
I know.
But where is Ted Kord going? Like, if you tell me I can't have him in the Arrow, which would have been fucking great. So if you tell me I can't have that, he better show up somewhere else.
But they're saying like you can't have him there. You can't have him. You can't have Batman and Superman and Arrow or the Flash. You can't have Superman really show up on Supergirl. You can't have all of these things because we're developing movie properties. Why the hell would they let Joker or any version of the Joker be on Gotham? Why would they even be doing Gotham if they weren't pushing for, and Jeff Johns' dirty fingers are in all of this, unless they're actually pushing forward an initiative to basically make it to where the Joker is not a single entity, that he is various people and trying to push forward that agenda. Like Like
Well,
maybe
they're gonna
he's
do
a
that
zombie.
by accident.
Like-
Whether it's conscious or not, they're going to.
Yeah.
'Cause if you let him show up in too many places, well, eventually you lose track of that narrative.
Yeah.
It's going to be that simple. And I don't think they're so much worried about Gotham because it was going to be a start from the ground up kind of thing. So it wasn't supposed to overlap with all the adult versions of these characters that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of my favorite comments I've heard on Suicide Squad was just a small parenthesis, a little aside. Somebody said, I forget where I read this. It was, so everyone's heard about Suicide Squad, and then parentheses, or as I remember it, the movie that single-handedly ruined Arrow and Flash this season, or Arrow Season 3.
Maybe.
There's some merit to that. Deadshot was awesome.
Deadshot was awesome, and now he's going to be replaced
Harley was
by
going
Will
to be
Smith.
there. They had big plans.
Yeah. Now, the last bit of news for the episode, the Goldbergs' Natalie Allen Lind has been cast as Silver St. Cloud on Gotham. Silver St. Cloud was she was also an orphan. She was also very wealthy. Love interest for Bruce Wayne in the Strange Apparitions graphic novel. She knows who Batman is. She figured it out. That she's come back a few more times. An interesting character. Don't know where they're going to take that. It looks like it's probably going to wind up being as it was in the comics, a sore point for Selena Kyle. What say you? What do you think?
That sounds about right. I don't know that I've ever seen her be anything other than just a touching distraction for Batman, though.
Yeah, I mean, she was a better character than that, I will say. But I mean, she did. She figured out.
She's got her own thing going on. It's just
she figured out Bruce was Batman. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's no small thing. But
it's not.
The one thing that's slightly bored me about love interest for Bruce Wayne is that he's never going to stop being Batman. So why are we doing this? Why are we going down this road? You just want to watch. You just want to watch the man get tortured.
Yes, that's what this has all been about.
Yeah, but I want him to be tortured by villains, not
Isn't love the greatest villain?
Well, when you put it like that,
No.
that does make him. That does make Silver the greatest nemesis he's faced since Selena with her mask off.
Right. All right, that is going to do it for us on this episode of DC On Screen. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on DCOnScreen.com. You can find us on iTunes and Stitcher. Please go rate us and review us and let us know how we're doing. It really does help us a lot. If you are interested in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, go check out our friends Matt Carroll and Jeff Randall at MCUcast.com, the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast. They are also on iTunes
just
and
got
Stitcher.
an Ant-Man, so how are you not going to go listen to that?
Right? They're definitely going to be talking about Ant-Man over there.
There's Easter eggs all through that Ant-Man, too. Go watch.
Tomorrow we will be uploading, or I should say dropping, DC Movies That Never Happened, Part 2. We're doing a little experiment here. That's we're going to throw up a separate, smaller episode for the news portion, and then the longer episode, which is, whatever topic we want to talk about for the week. Just thought we'd try that out. We are DC On Screen. We'll see you later.
Go Ford for your next truck or SUV and find an easier way to buy with Woodhouse Ford today. Lease a 2023 Ford F-150 Super Crew STX 4x4 for $419 per month for 36 months and 7,500 miles per year. $3,000 down or trade equity, first payment, and $299 doc fee due at signing. And experience the convenience of buying with Woodhouse Ford today. Security deposit waived. Tax, title, license extra with approved credit. Expires 10/31/2023.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.